the guide, the murshid, the sacred custodian of the powers of the hierarchy of masters, their humble disciple, their son, our beloved master. It is the most important and blessed occasion in our lives as abhyasis of our beloved master to gather and celebrate his 70th birthday, whether in person at Kanha or virtually from around the world. It is a time for us to honor and cherish his life, his presence, and experience a profound connection with him. He leads us in our journey towards the goal, lifting us, carrying us, melting us as we dissolve into nothingness and further beyond. In his immense benevolence, he is offering us a glimpse into what lies in the great beyond through his Bhandara message, the journey after the merger, when water forgets it was hydrogen. We now request beloved Daaji to kindly release the Bhandara message. We urge one and all to kindly pick up their copies of the message from the bookstore and other counters across the ashram. The message is also available to read and download in multiple Indian and international languages on the Heartfulness app. Let us all read and imbibe the understanding from the message during these blessed days of the Bhandara. We invite all abhyasis here at Kanha to join us in the preceptor-led activities in the accommodation areas, where preceptors will come, read the message with us, help us understand it collectively, and also share more information. These activities will be from 10 to 11 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. today as well as tomorrow. We will be sharing more details about the activities after the morning session. As our mission grows and expands, our hearts expand in resonance to contribute our bit to the innumerable activities that take heartfulness to every corner of the globe. All of us long to play our role in growing and sustaining the numerous projects that are already in place and those that are poised for launch. These projects need our role in volunteer work and in funds. We are immensely happy to share the launch of a milestone initiative towards this end. Tiny drops make a mighty ocean. I now invite Brother Anil Kumar SG to please lead us through a presentation on the same.
With love and pranams to Daaji, dear sisters and brothers. We know this mission is ours, and we participate in the activities of this mission lovingly and voluntarily. This includes participating financially by donating whatever that we can, whatever our heart says. And I'm happy to share with you all that to make this participation easy and simple, we are launching this initiative called Tiny Drops Make Mighty Oceans. As the name goes, one can contribute small amounts, tiny drops, as low as 10 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, whatever our heart says, and as frequently as daily or weekly or monthly as our convenience. And the best part is, all this is through a one-time registration which takes less than 90 seconds, just 1.5 minutes, and you can set it up until cancelled, which means you can keep on contributing or the system keeps on executing the transactions with one-time effort from your side. Just imagine a 50 rupee contribution every day by 1/3 of people here in a year can create a corpus of about 10 crores. And that's the power of the tiny drops. Right. So we would request all of you to make use of this opportunity, to avail of this facility. It is a UPI-based, QR code-based system. And every contribution gets a SMS receipt to you, and those who would require receipts for tax filing, you will also get it at regular intervals. So you'll have volunteers in all the donation counters, in all the may I help you counters, in the dormitories, as well as in the accommodation tents. And we also have people around here in the meditation hall to help you out. So take out 1.5 minutes and join this creation of a mighty ocean. Thank you very much and looking forward to.
Thank you. We are truly proud to share that the AI Mastery Camp for Beginners, Cohort 1, was a huge success and has received immense appreciation from everyone. Many of us have joined the boot camp where we learned, gained insightful ideas about how AI can transform all the work that we do. We are now delighted to announce the next edition of the boot camp, for which I now invite Danish from the Heartfulness Academy AI team to lead us through more information and a presentation on the same.
Namaste, my dear brother and sisters. Before I begin, I'd like to start with a quote by Vladimir Lenin. He once said, "There are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen." And this quote couldn't be more relevant to the times we are living in today. Because right now, we are at the beginning of massive revolution. Thousands of years ago, humans survived using stones, sticks, and fire. Slowly, we began inventing tools not just to survive, but to make life easier. In the 1700s came machines. So what humans would spend hours doing, machines could complete in just minutes. Then came electricity, the computers, the internet, and in just 1 century, we went from traveling in bullock carts to flying airplanes, from sending handwritten letters to sending instant messages across the world instantly. Each of these inventions fundamentally changed the way we live and work. And now, AI is the next big leap. It's here to stay, and it will transform everything about the way we work. But there's something very important to remember. AI is designed to make life easier if we use it in the right way. That's why, under the guidance of Revered Daaji, we launched the AI Mastery Bootcamp for beginners at Heartfulness Academy. We already done with our first cohort and got extremely heartwarming response. Just to tell you, our youngest learner was 12 years old, and our eldest was 89 years younger. So now we are super excited to begin our next cohort, and the registrations are now live. And I encourage everyone, all of you, to take this opportunity to learn AI for yourself. You can register yourself at heartfulnessacademy.com. Or you can visit us at our stall at N4, where our team will be happy to answer all your questions. With that, I thank you all for your time. Heartful namaste to everyone.
Thank you. We have a very happy announcement for all of us. We are delighted to share that the Kanha Coaching Center has now completed successfully 3 remarkable years at Kanha Shanti Vanam. In this journey of 3 years, the students have achieved outstanding results in both competitive and board examinations. In the Telangana board exams, in 2025, the students secured an unprecedented clean sweep from rank 1 to rank 13. And in the JEE mains, 48 out of 110 students qualified, and 9 of them have successfully cleared JEE Advanced and are now pursuing their bright futures in IITs. In NEET, 14 students have secured admissions in government medical colleges, including 1 student in AIIMS and 10 others in top private medical institutions. As we step into another academic year, the admissions at Kanha Coaching Center are now open, and we invite all our brothers and sisters to visit the campus, experience the learning environment, and share this information with more and more people around who would wish to put their children in a peaceful learning environment as well as prepare competitively for the exams. We now invite Revered Daaji to please address us.
Namaste everyone, my hearty pranams. It brings a lot of joy to my heart seeing you all present, meditating together and remaining blissful under the grace and blessings of the hierarchy of masters. Next few days are going to be very intense. And transformative. In order to pursue our transformation, one has to know, as Chariji Maharaj used to say, when you are lost on the road while visiting your friend's place and you seek guidance You phone your friend and say, look, I am lost, I don't know where am I. How to come to your place? His first question would be, where are you? Do you know where you are? Only then I can guide you. On spiritual path, we need not know where we are, but we have to feel, we have to perceive, we have to experience in depth our present status. And as the status changes, we will be able to appreciate the newer horizons opening in front of our eyes. Then we'll be able to appreciate this shift. And more you are able to sensitize yourself and perceive all these changes, you'll become more appreciative. And more transformation will happen. So there is more and more, you see. This time, the message was shockingly surprising to me. Though we have been talking of A, E, I, O, U, and considered that merger was the ultimate state, but somehow the entire thing became very shocking to my heart when Babaji's wisdoms shone through this message. Earlier, even though he had written that merger is just the beginning, but it didn't hit the chord. How can it be the beginning when it's already considered as the ultimate? Even great Kabir talks about it like that, the raindrops falling in the ocean, merger has happened, they became one and became infinity. But Babaji says this merger is only the beginning. And slowly, over a few days, the whole thing started unfolding with His grace. New understanding came, and we have the message. Please contemplate over it and see how we become what we can become individually so unique. We need not be same as Babuji, we need not be same as Lalaji or Krishna. Each one can play a bigger role, unique role, very specific role, individually while merging with the ultimate. The main thing that I wanted to convey, many years back, when I started traveling earlier in 2014 and 15 after Chariji's passing, I visited Bombay, especially Panvel, and I was hammered left and right by our sister Anuradha Bhatia. He says, even after so many years, where are we? No one knows us. When we talk of Sahaj Marg, Heartfulness, Sri Ramchandra Mission, meditation, most people are not familiar with it. Then she brought some PR, public relations, firms to propagate our messages. But deep down, it has always remained in my heart that the real PR can happen only through individuals, not through corporate companies. We all are the products of Sahaj Marg. We are the fruits of their labor. We have to display how shiny we are, how careful we are, how civil and ethical we are in our lifestyle, that will reflect the glory of Masters through each one of us. When someone asks, what is the fundamental feature of Sahaj Marg? How would you describe? We have to think over all these things and we have to answer not based on what you know, but what the other person can digest. You cannot give a story of merger to a newcomer and cannot say the message also that what lies beyond merger. That is also a specialty of Sahaj Marg. To go beyond merger, no religion, no philosophy, no spiritual or no darshana has talked about going beyond the merger. It's only in Sahaj Marg we talk, not only talk, but we transcend all those states. And we are so fortunate to have such masters. I'm very grateful, especially to two preceptors under whom I was groomed very early in my life. Very dear Draupadi Ben and dear brother Rajgopalan. Talking of both, there's a lot to share, a lot to learn, but few things I like to share. Cheerfulness that I saw on her face was very quite envious. Never saw her in trouble or expressing trouble, though the life was full of troubles. Never knew how to read English nor Hindi. Yet, she kept the books in her house so that people who wanted to take benefit of those books of Sahaj Marg, she would happily share them. Those who would like to buy, she would happily give them. Same thing at Raja Bhai's house. He had a display of all the books of our mission in a locked closet so that it doesn't get displayed. But if you say, I want this #1 book, which is Reality at Dawn, one of his children, Suresh or Samvit or his wife Premaben will pick it up from the stock room and give it to Abhyasi. He always had stocks of books. Which most of us later learned, and wherever we went, and I can say I always had 10 copies of every book in our meditation hall, at our homes. We sold 5 and we replaced them with 5 more. I'm sharing all this especially for all our preceptors to learn this. Imagine we having 18,000 preceptors in our mission. And every time we sell only 2,000 books or 3,000 books, purchased also by Abhyasis, that means hardly 1,000 preceptors are buying books. Does it convey something to you? If you cannot read, if you cannot encourage others to read, how will you propagate Sahaj Marg? How will you make this movement known to the world without this fundamental requirement of knowing Alpha and Omega of Sahaj Marg? literature. Please think over this deeply. Every preceptor must have few copies of every publication. Magazines. Consider and ask yourself, have you subscribed to magazines? Have you subscribed to all apps which are available? Or do you even know how many apps are available? Do you even know how many books have been released in last year? And you're hoping that we'll become aware of infinity, godliness, when you don't even know what is visible, what is perceptible, what is readable. So I implore, I request all my sisters and brothers, be serious about your progress. A lot depends on so many things. Transmission alone cannot do everything. Master's grace cannot do everything. Because even if the grace descends, without the preparation from our side, it will get deflected. If you read carefully Truth Eternal, for many years that was the only book we had. There Lalaji Maharaj says, without reading and contemplating, often the spiritual experiences go waste. Without reading and contemplating, often the spiritual experiences go waste. This is not the exact quotation, but something like that. So in short, in one sentence, it describes the importance of reading. He was a great scholar. We can throw away the books only when we have attained. Sahasmarg also talks about knowledge is useless, of course, but it prepares you to a next level. With that, I end a kind of a plead